Welcome to Western Perspective, I'm Grace Harrington. At just 13 years old, Abraham, alongside his team of robotics enthusiasts, has placed in the top 59 teams in their division for the VEX Robotics World Championship in the US. If qualifying weren't already impressive enough for the young Perth boy, Abraham and his team can be proud to say that they are in the top 3% worldwide. Recently, his family managed to raise $5,000 for Abraham's journey to represent Australia in the competition. We find out what the future holds for this bright young man.
Abraham Gopinathan is no ordinary teenage boy. Earlier this year, with his team of robotics enthusiasts, Abraham has placed among the top 59 teams of the division for the VEX Robotic Championship in Dallas, Texas. Around the world, there are 28,000 middle school teams competing. Out of these teams, only 787 qualified for the World Championship.
We have to build a robot from scratch. So they hand us some pieces, but we have to do the design work and all by ourselves. And they'll have an obstacle course every season. So for this season, we just had to pick up some discs from dispensers, and then there'll be a scoring zone. So the more points you get, the higher ranked you'll be. And if you score a certain amount of points, there's even some they'll take some teams out and they'll just move forward and forward until the finals.
If qualifying weren't already impressive enough, Abraham and his teams can be proud to say they are in the top 3% worldwide.
Yeah, it means I'm in the top 100, so that's already pretty impressive. So out of 28,000 people, which is already a lot, they had to narrow it down to 726 teams already, just for the worldwide. So to come top 100 is already amazing.
And so how many percent is that?
So it's the top 3%.
Right.
So that's why it's pretty amazing.
In order to compete in the championship, Abraham's team was required to build a robot from scratch. He told WAMN News a little more about the process.
Everyone has something they have to show, and some people are good at coding, so that I learned some things from them, and also for building and techniques of how to make life easier. So in building the robots, and also they've give motivation too.
Abraham's younger brother Aaron has plans to one day beat his older brother in robotics, as the siblings have already competed against each other at the national level.
What we have achieved is because me and my brother and one more team went to national, and it's super fun.
Right. So you competed against your brother in the national side. Is it rare?
Yes, it is rare because only 3 teams from Western Australia came to national.
During their free time, Abraham and Aaron are volunteering monthly to help WA's homeless people, giving back to the community. While Abraham may need to keep an eye out for his brother at future robotics competitions, it's clear that he has been an excellent role model and mentor for Aaron and has some encouraging messages to share with his peers.
And I just want to say to any kid, if they're passionate about what they want to do, and if they strive for it, they will achieve it.
That was Abraham's story. You can read more of our weekly premium news stories now on WAMN Extra News Club, supporting independent local news and keeping democracy strong. And now, here is Dr. Andrew Miller with his weekly medical and news commentary.
Hi, thanks for your time. Just a reminder that both influenza and COVID are still out there in the community. Important to take them seriously by always breathing fresh air, by masking up when in crowded indoor locations, particularly if you have any respiratory type symptoms such as cough and fever and so on, isolating from others. Very important to be vaccinated. So influenza is a seasonal vaccine once every year, and they adapt it every year to the strain of flu that they think is most likely to be in the community. And that's recommended for every age group. COVID vaccination, unfortunately, is still only available to those over 5 years of age, but we should have at least had the primary course and whatever boosters are available for adults. And we should be continuing to advocate that the government give us what they have in the US and what they have in Singapore and Canada and many other countries, which is access to these incredibly safe vaccines for our youngest vulnerable babies and older, because they're still getting hospitalised occasionally with COVID. So although the bad outcomes are rare, no one wants it to be their child that has a short or a long-term problem with these viruses. Best avoided in the first place, and absolutely worth relying on vaccination to prevent the severe outcomes from all of these diseases. So be safe and get vaccinated. Talk to your GP if you're unsure which ones you and your family are due for. Thanks again.
That was Dr. Andrew Miller, and that's Western Perspective for this week. Until next Sunday evening, it's back to you, Ivan and Melly.
Thanks, Grace. And that's our weekly news and current affairs. We have the latest news on our website, wamnnews.com.au.
Don't forget to subscribe to the WAMN Extra News Club so we can continue our work in the community. Full details on wamnnews.com.au/news/extra. From Melly, Grace, Peter and myself, wish you good health, good night. See you next Sunday.
Thanks for watching.